Upesha was done to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. We will do the Gita Dhyanam. And from today, I mean, we have always been studying Gita fairly seriously. But the first part was easy because I only had to tell you some stories and a little bit of psychology here and there. Now we are getting into Gita proper. And at the end of chapter 2, all of us will understand. I can assure you that we will understand Gita well. We will understand at least the central message. We will be able to appreciate what is the central message. I will not use words like theory, practice, and things like that. There is nothing theory Gita, practice Gita. There is nothing like that. There is Gita, and you have to imbibe it, and it has to get into the system. And I will also, from today onwards, in every session, I'll take you through a small dhyanam exercise to own up Gita, what you have studied. A little bit of dhyanam and a little bit of nididhyasanam. We do that Shravana Manana nididhyasana so that Gita goes through you. A lot of people say, I've gone through the Gita, but has the Gita gone through you? So we'll try and do that. Okay? Okay. So, Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Fullaravindaayatapatra Netra Yenatvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipah Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Mritaduhe Namaha Sarvopanishado Gavaha Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gita Mritam Mahate Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanura Mardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishmadrona Tata Jayadrata Jala Gandhara Nilotpala Shalyagrahavati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhana Vartini Sotirna Khalu Pandavai Rananadi Kaivartaka Keshavaha Parasharya Vachas Sarojam Amalam Gitartha Gandhotkatam Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikata Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpatairaharaha Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradvamshina Shreyase Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyai Stavaihi Vedai Sanga Padakramo Panishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om. Does anyone know any Krishna bhajan that you can sing?
If you start,
We'll check with Vasudha if she can sing. Okay. A Pudu Bukla Paranga, it should be there. Because what happens is in ISKCON publication, I don't know whether they have recognized the Dhyana Shloka at all.
I saw in the beginning, I didn't find it. English.
But the ISKCON book la irkan theriyala. Okay. Right. Let's go into Gita chapter 2. We will possibly try and sing a bhajan or two towards the end. We have to start like this. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha Atha Dvitiyo Dhyayaha Sanjaya uvacha tam tatha kripaya ashrupurna kulekshanam vishidantamidam vakyam uvacha madhusudanaha. So looking at Arjuna's grief-ridden face, tear-stained cheeks, okay, Madhusudanaha, Krishna spoke, Uvacha, spoke. So we have to understand here that Arjuna did not break down, cry and sob or anything like that. Okay? But they want to highlight, he's a very strong guy. He's got 10 names. Very, very strong fellow. A fellow has one wife is fairly strong. He has 4 wives. So imagine how strong that fellow must be. Fairly strong fellow. And he has acted, I mean, he has been also a Kleba for some time. He knows what's to be a eunuch also. So the fellow is a fairly experienced guy. But what we have to remember, whoever you may be Rama, but emotions can shake you. That's what we have to remember. This is your central position. Emotion will knock you. If you can come back, fine. If you are gone, you are finished. So the emotion shook Arjun. Luckily, when the emotion shook him, he knew what to do. Okay, he knew what to do. That is what is important. Emotions can shake any one of us anytime. But when they shake, we should know what to do. We should know how to seek help. We should know who to ask. Let's not paint ourselves into a corner and come to silly conclusions and actions. Okay. So he says, Kutas, then what did Krishna say? He says, Arjuna is a warrior, a Kshatriya warrior. And you can't talk to the warrior saying, hey, come on, you can do it. Imagine you're playing in Australia and Dennis Lilly is running up, an Indian opening batsman say, you can, man. What the hell are you doing? Why are you running away? That's how you have to talk. So he's saying, Kutastva kashmalamidam. Where the hell did you get this weakness from? Okay. And where did you get it from? In the middle of the battlefield? I can understand if you got it in the forest. Imagine we were sitting in the forest and you told me, oh, Krishna, how beautiful. I feel like breaking out into a Mohammed Rafi song or something like that. I would have understood. I would have even taught you how to be a good sannyasi. But in the middle of the battlefield, everybody is watching you. The whole world is watching you. Swami Dayanand gives a beautiful imagery. He says, imagine, Tendulkar has gone to play in Australia. Even the Australians want to watch him. They want to get him out. But when they get him out, they feel sorry that, oh, this fellow, we had actually come to see him play. So all the devas had collected. He said some minor deva is asking, Yaar pa Arjun? So that the major deva is saying, the yellow scarf fellow Krishna Arjun. So the whole world has gathered to see you. Even the opposition army has come to see you fight. They are looking at Arjuna's archery skills. Bhishma is waiting for you. Drona is waiting for you. And you say, Kashmalamidam, Kutastva Kashmalam, Raname Sam, in this place. Vishame Samupastidam. And it is Anarya Jushtam, unbecoming of a warrior of your stature. Anarya Jushtam. As Akirtikaram, Aswargyam. It is just not becoming of you. Then he says, Clybia, is it?
Uncle, unable to hear you.
Hello, Kekla. Hello.
Hello, Kekla.
Audio illa.
இன்னும் கேட்கல
இன்னும் பேசல.
Not able to hear.
Now able to hear, uncle.
இல்லையே.
I guess some problem with the headset.
Yeah, it looks like something with that only.
Uncle கேக்கல.
Not able to hear, Mohan.
They are correcting.
Anybody can send a message?
இல்ல அது என்னன்னா ஹோஸ்ட் வந்து ஹோஸ்ட் 2 வச்சிருக்காங்க, 2 ஹோஸ்ட் பண்றாங்க. ஒரு ஹோஸ்டோட மைக் வந்து ஆஃப்ல இருக்கு, மியூட்ல இருக்கு, in which Mohan sir is speaking. So that has to be, yeah, that has to be like.
So can we send a message to Natarajan?
Yes, we have to. Yeah, I have already sent.
No, that's not correct, Prakash.
Oh.
டைப் பண்றல யாரோ
ம்.
இது பண்றாங்க.
அவர் பாட்டு கண்டினியூ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காருன்னா.
ஆமா.
Mohan not able to hear. We are not able to hear, Mohan.
ஸோ வைகுண்ட ஏகாதசி இன்னைக்கு நம்ம சுவாமியை கேட்க முடியலையேன்னு அவரையே நினைக்கணும்ட்டு பண்ணிட்டார் போல இருக்கு. 10 minutes நம்ம கேட்கலன்னு கீதையே நினைச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம்.
Well said, Akka.
See, actually our full concentration is how to hear that.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's okay. Okay, very
Yeah.
good, very good. Yeah. Okay.
Jai Sri
So,
Krishna.
yeah. So, he says a bhikshu. A brahmachari can live the life of a bhikshu. Now, brahmachari means vidyarthi. And a sannyasi can live the life of a bhikshu. A grahastha is not supposed to live the life of a bhikshu. I am married fellow. I and my wife can't play harmonium, sing on the streets and ask for begging and things. We are supposed to work it. Because, if grahasthas start coming out and begging, then who will feed the brahmacharis and sannyasis? So he says, rather than go kill Gurun Hatva, Mahanubhavan Guru, rather than kill the Gurus, Hatva, I would better be a bhikshu. This is a small indication to Krishna that Arjuna's thinking has slightly changed. So far,
Again gone.
So can he log out and log in? வெளியில போயிட்டு உள்ள வரையலா?
I will try that. I can try that.
Okay.
We are not able to hear, Mohan.
you're able to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. So now comes 7 and 8. Very, very crucial verses. Okay. Now Arjun says,
ஒண்ணும் இல்ல
if I-
சாரு, கேட்கவே இல்ல, அதான் நீ ஏதான் பண்றியா கொஞ்சம் ஹெல்ப் அப்படிங்கறதுக்காக தான் பண்ணேன். இப்ப கேட்க ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு.
okay.
திருப்பியும் போயிடுது. இப்ப திருப்பி
Oh.
கேக்குறது. அது ஏதோ மாறி மாறி
Okay.
ஓகே, பார்க்கலாம்.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ.
You want to try without the headphone?
I can try without the headphone.
விட்டு இது வருது போல இருக்கு. பேசுங்க.
Okay, Kagda?
கேக்குதுங்க.
கேக்குறது.
Okay, let's see.
இப்ப
Appo. Ipa Kagda. Fine. Okay, fine. So,
தேங்க்யூ.
verse number 7 and 8 are very, very crucial. Arjun says, the Rajyam is of 2 types. One Rajyam, if you are a ruler of a country, it should be Riddham Rajyam. Riddham Rajyam means it should be free from poverty. Imagine you are the Raja of a country and people are suffering for food. What kind of Raja you will be? Like it happens in India, in the world, is the developing countries. You will have to go beg in front of United Nations and other countries. So that's a Riddham Rajyam. Then there is another Rajyam. It is called Asapatna Rajyam. That means if you are doing well, neighbors will poach on you. Very often they say, what is India's problem? Look at the neighbors. It is like living in a gated community. India is living in a community. Neighbor doesn't speak to you. Opposite fellow doesn't speak to you. Ground floor fellow doesn't speak to you. They tear up your mail. Okay. Courier vanda inga indha mari aala ella vera engo appdi nanichiruva. Andha mari India. So he says, even I have a Rajyam which is rich and which neighbors are also friendly. What a Rajyam? He said, imagine I have such a Rajyam. Not only this Rajyam, even if I have Suranam Rajyam, even I have an Indra Loka's Raja, because I am son of Indra. Even if I become Indra Loka's Raja, there will be an element of sorrow in me. It says, by achieving Artha Kama alone, I will not be a completely happy person. By changing the external configuration, I will not be able to change something sorrowful inside me. See, there are some people, some people say, I don't need Vedanta, I'm perfectly okay. Okay, Swamiji tells them, okay, don't argue with them. Tell them, Apadiya, very nice, thank you. Then ask them, how is life? Okay, then slowly the tone will change. Or comma poduvaru, anga oru semicolon. What happens, son vandu nariya mudi valathundu, I don't know whether he is a man or a woman. Appadithaan alanjindirukkan oodla. Okay, some kurai will come out. Paatu paduva, kurai endrum illai, paatalam paduva. Ana kurai endrum paatu paadnu mudiyona kurai vandrum. So this is called shokam. This is called an internal sorrow which all human beings seem to carry. This is the fundamental problem of the human being. And when you have identified this fundamental problem, you are absolutely sure the solution for this is not available in the world. There is no way by changing external configurations you will be a happy fellow. Okay, so you know that the problem is something very serious and you are helpless. Therefore comes the next step, Sharanagati. Okay, you have to go from the 8th, we have to go to the 7th. Okay, he says, people will blame me. I have a feeling that I will. There are 3 categories of people. One who doesn't have money and does not spend. There is no problem with that fellow. There is another fellow who does not have money. He will borrow and spend. For them, we have a very good word for them. We call idiots. They will borrow and spend and run up huge debt. And now they will call and ask me, sir, moratorium na enna thirupi kudukanuma vandama. A fellow called me, sir, you are from Reserve Bank. Tell me, moratorium should be returned or not returned? I said, if you don't return, I will take away your house. What else will you do? Car எல்லாம் வச்சிருக்கேன்ல, வீட்டுல ஜீப் எல்லாம் வச்சிருக்கேன், எல்லாத்தையும் எடுத்துட்டு போடுவேன். அவ்வளவுதான். எல்லாம் இஎம்கே பில் அதெல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு போடுவேன். அப்படின்னா moratorium. I said, moratorium means you don't pay today, you pay tomorrow. I said, ultimately it's the taxpayers' money, you will take it away. So that fellow is not a miser. Who is a miser? The miser is a fellow who has money but won't spend. That fellow is called a miser. And the Upanishads gives a slightly different definition of a miser. It says, as a human being, you have viveka. If you have not used your viveka properly and you die, you are a kripana. And we don't know what janma you will get in the next janma. See, you have been given a grade. It's like happens, the government, they give us budgets. If you don't use the budget, next year they will take away the budget. So, Godrej bureau I happened first time I took charge. I bought only 1 Godrej bureau. They said, no, you have not bought, so 2 budget. Then I had to fight and get back the money. So God has given you an intelligence. Viveka. Viveka means a buddhi where you are able to address the realities of life. So if you have, yeah, I think we can put it in, yeah. Because in a konjam. Or maybe we can open one of the, yeah. 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 Okay. Konja chinnada vanna fan potukku. No problem. Yeah, yeah. Let's not check our titiksha so much. You know? We all have titiksha, but fan la illam mudiyadu.
Then it is too much already.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. ஆமா. சென்னையில டெம்பரேச்சர் 23 டிகிரில இருந்து 19 டிகிரி ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா எல்லாம் மங்கி கேப் போட்டுருவோம். டெல்லியில நான் 2 டிகிரிலாம் இருந்திருக்கேன். So Karpanya, you have been given a Viveka Shakti, you have been given a Buddhi. If you don't use it, what will happen? Adutha janmamlo you will be born a buddhiless fellow. So yaar kanda local Tamil Nadu politician porandale pora. You don't have to be born as any other jantu. Election year, you will be born as a jantu. So he says, the papam of Karpanya will accrue to me. Therefore, he makes a very powerful statement here. He says, Shadi, teach me. Mam Tvam Prapannam, I surrender to you. Okay? Again, two very important words. Shishyaste aham. I am your Shishya. I am your student. The student, 3 types of students are there. One fellow is called a Vidyarthi. Shishya, there is a pickpocket Shishya also. There is a piano accordion Shishya. There is a keyboard Shishya. Potting Shishya. Guru. Okay, but Tamil Nadu Guru kadaya, Talai. Okay. So Guru, everybody is a Guru. So that is not the Shishya they are talking about. There is a person called Vidyarthi. Vidyarthi means I go to a teacher for the sake of a knowledge. In the accounts Vidyarthi, so many people are there. That's a Vidyarthi. We have somebody called Antevasi. Antevasi means he is somebody like he goes and dwells with the teacher. That fellow is called an Antevasi. The third one is called a Shishya. Shishya asks for something. He says, yes, Shreyas Nishchitam Bruhi. Tell me what's good for me. There are 2 things to be pursued. Preyas and Shreyas. Preyas is the pleasant. Artha and Kama pursued aligned with Dharma. That is called prayers. Okay. But here he is saying, I know fully well that Artha Kama will not give me what I really want in life. Give me Shreyas. Okay. This has to be understood a little carefully. Okay. What happens is, Artha Kama is I am seeking money. If you inquire a little deeper, are you seeking money for money's sake? In fact, she's an economist. She'll say, no, we seek money for its buying power, for its purchasing power. So somebody tells me in India, one fellow came and I'll pay you in Italian lira. Not even worth the paper it is printed on. I don't want all your currency. Bangladeshi taka, who will take? Even Bangladesh will won't take. Okay. So Indian rupees are okay. That's one 500 kurta onne they said sir 500 la vaanga maatenda a few years ago. So money is not demanded for the sake of money. There is something else we seek through money. You want a house. Why do you want to seek a house? Not just a roof. There is something else you are seeking. Some fellow says, I am seeking money because I'm insecure without money. So what you are actually seeking is freedom from the sense of insecurity. And when you are seeking freedom from the sense of insecurity, there is no way Artha and Kama is going to fulfill that insecurity. All the money in the world is still less than what the Sultan of Brunei has. Okay, all somebody has to do one change of law, demonetized, gone. Overnight, you have to stand in front of the bank with all the useless currency. For 2,000 rupees, you have to call 100 fellows, stand in the queue. Now, One legislation can change it all that. In fact, what happens is, in the 90s, I had newly, those days, come to Chennai. So we had a gentleman who had come from Kuwait. And that fellow used to give us a lot of money for organizing these yagyas and things like that. So we were looking at him. He was looking pretty drawn, and it looked like he had only one veshti and one kurta, because that was what he used to wear daily. And I asked him, Mani Mama, eppadi irkeenga? He said, I actually saw the uselessness of money because Iraq invaded Kuwait. And they were told in 3 hours there is a flight leaving. Take what you can and go back to India. He says, oru pant shirt, oru veshti, my degrees, all my bank account balances, everything, we left, took the plane and arrived in India. I have come as an Andi. He found that at that point of time, all his, he was remitting to India. He was a rich man. He used to support our yagyas. Now the yagya has to support him. In one stroke, the whole thing changed. So you don't really want security. You want freedom from the sense of insecurity. You want a house. You want to be free. Because you realize that if you are emotionally dependent on anything, okay, very often it happens, people say, they will say, very statement, I am very emotionally stable. In Hindi, they say, tatol ke dekho. Shake the jar a little, you will know. All that emotional security, and everybody looks for job security. And the job, you yourself are insecure. Where's the question of job security? So all of us are looking for some kind of emotional stability. What is that emotional stability? That emotional stability is, I should not lose two types of pursuits. One is called, that's why it's called Yoga Kshema. LIC Yoga Kshema. Meaning, yoga means aprapyasya prapanam. What I don't have, acquire. Adukapra in the side loan irukku. Prapyasya rakshanam. What you have, that you should not lose. All the mutual fund, balance now they are saying, take the money back. 30% loss, 40%. If it goes like this, then mutual fund mutual. The way things are going. So the sense of insecurity seems to bug every human being. And this is the cause of the major problem. So once you are able to identify that this is the problem, this is where the origin of Shokam lies. Where does the Shokam come from? The Shokam comes from deep down, there is a conclusion. It is not a conclusion. It's a well assimilated conclusion. It's not a casual conclusion. There is one Vairagyam which happens, in the neighborhood, or death. So those days, as they come back, everybody will be shocked. Hey, waste of time, young fellow passed away. So it is called, Mayana Vairagyam. It lasts only till the crematorium. But this is something which shakes you, which really disturbs you. Whatever I do, whatever configuration, I will always find myself a sad person. So once Arjuna realizes that, he says, I will be blamed for Karpanya dosha. And that's why I am a Dharma Sammuda Cheta. I am not saying Karma Sammuda Cheta. I know what to do. But I know whatever I do, I will not get what I really want in life. I won't get that. Therefore, he says, I surrender unto you. Shadhi Mam Tvam Prapannam. And I am asking you, Prachamitvam Dharma Sam. Yes, Shreyasyat Nischitam Bruhi. Tell me. It is not just tell me, teach me. It is not just telling. Dharmas and Bruhi Shishyaste Aham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam. This is very, very important. And we should slightly take a small thing. Before this question comes into your mind, there are certain things that should happen inside you. The moment of reckoning should happen in our life. So in one Upanishad, we say, Pariksha Lokan, Karma Chipan. So there was a person who was a rich man and he was doing very well. Suddenly he realized that what whatever I have, I will never be a truly fulfilled person. Something or the other will constantly be missing in my life. That Abraham Maslow's last, what's it called? Basic needs, security needs, love needs, esteem needs, self-actualization needs. Self-actualize. Self-actualize is moksha, to be free. And unfortunately, a lot of these translations which have come will use the word realization for moksha. Realization, how the tolerable. Salvation, no poduma. Okay, in insurance, there is something called salvage operation. Something is burning, the salvage. I have lost nothing, man. What are you going to salvage from me? I have not lost anything at all. There is no loss. Okay, so in the area now, we should be, it's a very, you have to carefully analyze. It's important that we look into ourselves. It's a reflection. You have to reflect. Okay, you have to reflect on some areas. But there is something called, we want artha, kama. Why do we want certain things? I want a particular model. You want a particular model. Okay. So we have, something called raga, dvesha. Raga, dvesha means likes and dislikes. They get refined according to our culture. Whereas the Vedic thing, they will say, it comes because of your prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma did not start now. It started during Satya Yuga. You were there even in Treta Yuga. Possibly you must have been one Vanara in Rama's army. Who knows? Okay, never refer to them as a monkey, They are Vanaras. Vanara means you don't know whether it's a human being or a non-human being. Vanaras. And Vanaras do not know how to fight and things like that. He will pick up a thing and throw at you. So when they were fighting, if you should describe, see the Ramayana war description. Okay, what happens is one Vanara is throwing 3 trees and rocks, exhausted. Then what he did, he caught hold of 2 of Ravana's army men and started hitting them and throwing them on the rest of the people. Vanara. So it is like, a karate master, local rowdy. So why I'm saying all this is, see, this our Janma started much earlier. And now we have come to a position where an inquiry has come. We are a small group. In Christmas, a lot of people are drinking and partying. How many people are thinking that today is Gita Jayanti, Vaikuntha Ekadashi? A lot of people say we will chant and get it over. Some people chant kuda vana, tape la potala, YouTube la potala. But chant and reflect. How many are doing? So something, it is called, your prarabdha karma and raga dvesha. They drive you towards achieving what you want to achieve. It all comes from the past karma. Okay. So past karma, at some point of time, a time has come when you have started inquiring. The inquiry is, how long will I continue this in this way? Tamil, there's a very beautiful tale. Is there no relief for me? Life. And what does your Jadagam tell you? An honest Jadagam fellow will say, that's how they will say. And they will always see, an honest Jadagam fellow will say, I spoke to somebody. Somebody's marriage was not okay. And they were saying, they said, marriage பண்ணிட்டு கூடாது அப்படினா அது இப்ப சொல்லி என்ன பிரயோஜனம்? அப்ப நான் சொல்லிருக்கேன், நீங்க மேரேஜே பண்ணிட்டு கூடாது. அப்புறம் பார்த்து சொல்றேன், உங்களுக்கு தான் ப்ராப்ளம், உங்க ஹஸ்பண்ட் இஸ் ஓகே அப்படிங்கிறா. இது என்ன ஜாதகம்? உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் ஓகே, உங்களுக்கு தான் சார் ப்ராப்ளம், உங்க ஹஸ்பண்டுக்கு ஓகே அப்படின்டா. என்ன ஜாதகம்? இல்லை, இதுதான் ப்ராப்ளம். யுவர் லைஃப் இஸ் லைக் தட். இப்படிதான் இருக்கும் லைஃப். ஸோ now there's a certain clarity needed. But this is life. Life means, like Swamiji very often says, aage piche. Okay, I add upar niche. அந்த பாட்டு இருக்குல்ல, ஏ பாய் ஜரா தேக் கே சலோ, அதான் லைஃப். ஓகே, अगर समझ ना, छुरी भोगता है कोई, देन टुवर्ड्स एंड 3 घंटे, पहला घंटा बचपन है, दूसरा घंटा जवानी, तीसरा बुढ़ापा, और उसके बाद तू नहीं मैं नहीं, काली काली तंबू है, काली काली कुर्सियां हैं. So there is a moment of reckoning. At some point of time, you are going to ask a question: what did I really achieve in life? Okay, and this viveka, this conscience is going to definitely ask you a question. You can dull the conscience for some time, but at some point of time, it will start asking you questions. So good if that inquiry starts early. Arjuna ku ஆரம்பிச்சது. And remember, for all of us, some people say, yeah, உனக்கு வரல, எனக்கு வரல. It will come. It is all your prarabdha. It's your prarabdha. For some people, it will come very early. For Nachiketa, it came very early. Nachiketa asked his father, Appa, you are giving donations to all these fellows, all your old cows. That's why they say, when you donate, don't give clothes which you won't use. நல்லா புதுசா இருந்தா தான் கொடுக்கணும், கிழிஞ்சு போனதெல்லாம் கொடுக்கூடாது. And he says, you are donating all those cows which cannot eat any further. Who are you going to donate me to? So our father says, I am donating you to Yama. He says, okay. The imagery says he has gone and lived in Yamaloka. And Yama says, you have spent 3 days. You are a Brahmana, young Brahmana. And you have spent 3 days with me. So I am giving you this, I am giving you this. Then he says, he asks, Moonu boon. So 2 boon kattu, moonavathu boon he says, give me Atma Vidya. Yama says Atma Vidya is not fair. Even Suras and Devas find it difficult. You will not understand. So the Nachiketa dialogue பார்க்கணும். So அதை வந்து நாங்களா ஹிந்தியில சொல்லுவோம். Atma Vidya dena hai to de, varna chal phut. Bombay dialogue. Varna chal phut. I don't want your. He says, I will give you Ratham. I will give you that. He says, rakho yaar, apna Ratham aapi ko mubarak ho. I don't want your Ratham. Okay. So we have to understand that creation law, there are about 84 lakh types of yonis, 84 lakh type of yonis. Mosquito kuda or yoni. And if you really look at a mosquito under the microscope, it's a complete yoni. Adla antenna irukku, adukku or special mook irukku. அந்த மூக்கை குத்தின உடனே அதுல இருந்து ஒரு லிக்விட் வெளியில வரும். அப்பதான் அது வந்து கிளாட் ஆகாம ஒரு மூக்குள்ள போகுமா, இல்லைன்னா இட் வில் டை பிகாஸ் யுவர் பிளட் கிளாட்ஸ், இட் வில் டை. அப்புறம் ஃபீமேல் மஸ்கிட்டோ தான் குடிக்குமா பிளட். Female pregnant mosquito only will drink. Look at all this. And there is one creature called octopus. Okay, some human being octopus இருந்தா அவன் previous ஜென்மத்துல என்னெல்லாம் பிடிச்சிருக்கும், 8 hands. There are some people like that, 8 tentacles. எதை வந்தாலும் கிராப் பண்ற மாதிரி. You can watch these octopuses when you go to all these malls and all. இல்ல ஆக்டோபஸா அலைஞ்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க. மவுத் எங்க இருக்குன்னு தெரியாது. Okay, we come to serious stuff, right? So out of all these jantus and yonis, all of them have an element of self-consciousness. All jantus have self-consciousness, including your COVID. நல்லா தெரியும் அதுக்கு. யார் உடம்புல போனோம், யார் உடம்புல போகக்கூடாது நல்லா தெரியும். It has got self-consciousness. Self-consciousness பார்க்கணும்னா, and they have also got their intelligence. For example, let's say you have a Great Dane with you. Okay, Great Dane Aichin Pogo. And another fellow has a Chihuahua. The Great Dane, in spite of its size, knows that the Chihuahua is an older dog. So, and the Chihuahua, I am older, அதோட growling வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். And Chihuahua will not growl on the street. It will go inside the room and வீட்டில இருந்து growl பண்ணும். So there is some self-consciousness working. It knows how to protect itself. எல்லா ஜந்துக்கும் இருக்கு. But their self-consciousness is limited. For example, you don't see a cow going for a psychiatric treatment. Okay. The cow has 2 horns. ஒரு horn இப்படி இருக்கு. It is not a problem for the cow. It's a problem for the owner. So அதான் problem. The dog doesn't have a problem. It will do whatever it wants everywhere. You have to carry your bag and clean the poo wherever it goes. So it's our problem, not the. So their self-consciousness is as though restricted. Human being, there is a gift given. You have an unrestricted self-consciousness. And you are aware of cosmic law, Deva ellaam pathi theriyala. And because you have such a wide self-consciousness, you have the capacity to pick up complexes of all kinds. It's a very, it's a blessing. So the flip side is you pick up all the complexes. You are going for a morning walk. Somebody, you say, good morning, sir. That fellow paakam poittaru. For the rest of the day, your day is gone. Who knows that fellow what kind of problem he is facing? So small thing. There was a very beautiful thing. Somebody says, husband, he's going for office. Wife has made breakfast. And he's leaving. So you didn't say anything. What do you want me to say? Breakfast. Breakfast potiya. Tinirgaru fulla. So you gave me breakfast. It is, oh, I didn't realize. His mind is not there. How is it? In the breakfast, he has eaten. He's asking, he says, no, I made idli and your favorite chutney and things like that. So, yeah. But not like what my mother makes. Our job is good. The wife's problem has started. She says, for the last 14 years, he has never ever, he has always compared me with his mother, with his sister. The rest of the day, 25,000 thoughts for a day. Just imagine till he comes back, how many thoughts has come? She has vilified him, crucified, hung and quartered and pickled and quartered him. காலையில வந்து நீங்க இப்படி சொல்லிட்டு நான் என்ன சொன்னேன் அப்படிம்பாரு. This problem. What did I do? So this is a typical, because of your self-consciousness, this starts. And this self-consciousness also creates another big problem. That problem is, all is not well with me. So அதனால எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? ஏதோ ஓடுறது சார். I want to meet one fellow and say, ekdam badhiya. In that case, he would have had a drink or something. அது கூட சொல்லுவா, ட்ரிங்க் கூட நீங்க பச்சை மிளகா கொஞ்சம் காரம் கம்மியா இருந்தது அப்படின்னு. So he always say, ஏதோ ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு சார். The fellow, I think once I gave an example. I spoke to a guy in the US. How are you? Great. How's the wife? Now she left me last week. What happened to all the money? I lost everything in the stock exchange. How's your daughter? She eloped with a boyfriend. How are you? I absolutely great shape. Now I called a fellow. Basan Nagarla, he has got a flat and then he has got a country house somewhere in Injambakam. Naike maasam 17000 rupees saapadu poduvaru. He's got all, whatever dog anywhere in the world, he will have one copy at home. ஒரு 4 கார் வச்சிருப்பாரு. So I asked him, என்ன சார் எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? ஏன் சார் கேக்குறீங்க? ஏன் என்னாச்சுன்னா ஆட்டோ ரிக்ஷா டிரைவர் 30 ரூபாய் ஜாஸ்தி வாங்கிட்டாங்க. For a journey of 10 rupees, he asked me 40 rupees and we paid. The fellow has crores of rupees. He is feeling bad because somebody overcharged him 30 rupees. ஏதோ ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு சார். Meaning, the self-conscious makes you feel that you are not okay. Something is not okay. This is a major human problem. And if you have discerned this problem, understand our human janma is come to the right point of time. If you have not discerned the problem, likely that you will be karpanya dosha, adutha janmatla octopus or some mosquito or something, and then you'll have to be, the mosquito will have to bite somebody, then you'll have to reborn as another person. All these problems are there. Okay? And there is a brief thing, I'm not against any kind of thinking or diet or anything like that. I'm not prescribing any diet. But for you to have this kind of thought process, we should have sattvic food. Okay? Rajasic food will not give you atma vichara. Because rajasic food will dull you. It'll ask you, if you are very sad, enna பண்ணுவான்? TV oda volume increase பண்ணு. Or put on earphones and deaden the noise inside. There is a chatter inside which tells you things are not okay, you're not okay, you're not okay. அதுக்கு மேல ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட் வேற படிச்சிடுவோம். I am okay, you are not okay வேற படிச்சிட்டு வந்துருவான். So you will put all this in your ears and you will deaden that. If this inquiry has started, first, if you are born as a human being, it's a blessing. If this inquiry has come that there is something not okay in the system. Okay, this is not a fault-finding cynical fellow. Okay, there is some cynical fellow who will say everything is not okay. He's not a cynical guy. he does his best, but there is some confusion. This is not what I really want. This is not what I want in life. Something is missing. So this, as it is called, that mumukshutva, meaning I want to be free from the bug in the system. Okay. Then you have mumukshutvam. Then you go and seek what is called a source which can answer your questions. And the source is Vedas. Vedanta, Vedanam Antaha, end portion of the Vedas. Vedasya Anta, the end which the Vedas indicate. Okay, and Bhagavad Gita is a saram of all the Vedas, all the Upanishads. So the saram is the Bhagavad Gita. The whole thing has come down to you in 700 verses. In chapter 2, 70 verses, he gives you the lesson. So your inquiry leads you to an appropriate source. This source is called pramana. Pramana means means of knowledge. For instance, for seeing color, eyes alone are the means of knowledge. For hearing sound, ears alone are the means of knowledge. So, eyes alone are the means of knowledge for seeing. How do you settle this? How do you understand this? So it happened. I went to முன்னாடி இந்த ஐ டெஸ்ட் எல்லாம் 30 ரூபாயில முடிஞ்சு போடும். Now it costs some few thousand rupees because the doctor has purchased some equipment and you are the only fellow available. அது இப்போ கோவிட் டயத்துல you are the only fellow available. He has to collect for 15 patients. So கண்ணில் பார்த்து இப்படி போடுறாரு. அப்புறம் கண்ணில் டிராப் அவுட் விட்டுருவான். You have to keep staring up. எரியும் கண்ணெல்லாம் பத்திட்டு எரியாது. அப்பதான் வேதாந்த ஞானம் எல்லாம் ஒர்க் ஆகும். கண்ணெல்லாம் கச்ச கச்சாலும் எரியும். Eyes will be burning. அப்புறம் இப்படி பார்த்து அப்படி பார்த்து இதை பாருங்க, இது தெரியுதா, அது என்னெல்லாமோ பார்த்துருவோம். It's all over now. Then he will ask you to sit down. ஒரு மிரரை போட்டு, is this okay or is this okay? அது நீ தான் சொல்லணும். No machine can tell you whether this is okay or that is not okay. That you have to say. That shows eyes are the pramanam for seeing. பார்த்துட்டு நீங்க -2 போட்டுக்கோங்க. இல்ல இது ஓகே, இது பெட்டரா, இது பெட்டரா. I have to say eyes are அந்த மாதிரி தான் இது. This is called pramanam. This alone will give you moksham. This alone is going to come and tell you there is no problem with you. It is going to come and tell you you are a purna purusha. Nothing is missing, man. Just a paradigm shift. Change the focal length. Just stop looking at that configuration. Look at this configuration. That's all this is all about. Okay? And this has to be handled by a guru. Because a lot of people say, the books are there. Some people say, book padi, purinjirum. Book padicha, you will not go beyond chapter 1. You will be worse off than what you started. Atma meaning something will be in one place, in another place it will be something. In fact, what happens once I went to an organization for a lecture, somebody asked me questions and I started answering. At the end of it, somebody comes and says, sir, our organization rule, we don't answer questions. I said, you don't organize, man, but I answer. I have been taught to answer because it's pratibodhanam. I'm supposed to answer questions. He says, no, we have a simple technique. If somebody asks me a question, I ask a counter question. I ask who is asking the question. So imagine I give you this answer. So Sukanya asks me a question. I say, ask who is asking that question. So you will keep asking whole of Sunday. Monday morning, you will come to who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Monday morning, you will come to an idiot. I'm an idiot to have listened to him. That will be your conclusion. It doesn't work like that. It's like trying to find out your own power, eye power by yourself. You can look at the whole world with your eyes, but to look at your eyes, you need a reflecting surface. So this is a reflecting surface. This has to be handled by a guru. And the guru should have 2 qualifications. He must be a shrotriya. Shrotriya means he should know how to handle this subject. Shrotriya, one who knows how to handle the shruti. And he must be a brahmanishta. Brahmanishta means one who is established in the knowledge. But can you go and ask the guru, certificate coming shrotriya, brahmanishta? You can't ask all this. Therefore, we approach the subject with what is called Shraddha. Something will tell you. This is where the beautiful Purva Janma connect will happen. When you meet the Guru, you know this person can solve my problem. So Arjun did not ask anybody else. He did not ask Krishna before, but in the war field at the right time, he said, teach me. Okay. During my lifetime, I met all kinds of sadhus. One fellow said, I met a sadhu in Bengal, Kolkata. I was about 22 years old or something. He said, I am a tantric. I said, what do you want? He said, I can make your leg okay. He says, for 3 days, he will bury me up to this someplace. I don't know whether he will send my head back home or limb back home. I'm okay. I met all kinds of fellows. Another fellow says, you meditate on a light here. I ended up having a headache for 3 days. All kinds. The Bhajagovinda Lunchita Kesha. Some fellow pull their hair out. Some fellow has gone bald pulling his hair out. So there is an emotional connect with the teacher. It will tell you that you have found. So next level there, when he says Karpanya dosha upahata swabhavaha, then at that point, nahi prapashyami mudicha verse number 9. Verse number 9 nobody is speaking. Krishna is not speaking. Arjuna is not speaking. So Sanjaya has to speak. He says, Eva muktva Rishikesham, having told like this to Rishikesha. Gudakesha, he is also Gudakesha. Gudakesha Parantapa. Okay, Gudakesha Parantapa is your Arjuna. Okay, Gudakesha is Arjuna, and he is a Parantapa, the warrior. So, na yotsya iti govindam. Okay, having said this to him, to Krishna, na yotsya iti, I shall not fight appadin solitu, uktva tushnim bapuvaha. So he said, he kept quiet. He absolutely became silent. Bapuva, tushni, bapuva. Ha is a beautiful poetic expression there. Bapuva. So this is what happened. Having said this, Arjun became silent. Okay. Next episode, Artavaram. So verse number 10, he says, Tam uvacha Rishikesha. To this Arjun, Rishikesha said, there Senaryor Ubayor Madhya. He didn't say, let's retire to our camp. Let's resign to the locker room. Okay. Senaryor Ubayor Madhya Vishidantam. Who is the Vishidantam? That Arjuna was in grief. Avrike Bharata, that to this person, oh Dhritarashtra, Sanjaya is saying, oh Bharata, oh Dhritarashtra, Krishna explained it to Arjuna very beautifully. Look at the word there. Prahasanniva. See, I am asking a question. I am sad. I am shattered. I am saying I will not fight. Guru Anapad He's smiling at me. Prahasanniva. He is not happy that I am sad. But he says, hey, you have come to the right question. Very often, as a teacher, I find, when the student asks the right question, you are delighted. Even my student. And when the student asks the right question, the teacher is delighted. Prahasanniva. So for the teacher to teach you, it is very important that everything has to fall in place. The right inquiry. Okay, we should go to the right place. It should be the right time. Okay. Then the teacher should be available. And the teacher should be in the right frame of mind to teach. The teacher should be able to appreciate that you can understand. There are so many things there. So before we actually go into the teaching, I want you to understand something. There's still time. We have to understand something. Jnanam is coming. For Jnanam to percolate inside you, you have to have Jnana Yogyata. So what is the Jnana Yogyata that we as Vedanta students should have? What is the Yogyata? It is usually described as 4 Ds. Okay. First, desire. Okay. First, desire. Then you must have the sense of discrimination. Okay. Desire, discrimination, then you must have the dispassion to continue. ஏப்பா ஒரு 2 கிளாஸ் இன்னும் அதே எடுத்துட்டு இருக்காருப்பா, சாப்டர் வர்ஸ் நம்பர் 10ல இருந்தே இன்னும் மூவ் ஆலையே அப்படின்னா. சில மூவிஸ் வரும், அந்த மூவிஸ்ல ஒரே பாட்டு வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். ஒரு 5 வருஷம் I saw a movie called மேரே மெஹபூப், அந்த பாட்டு முடியவே முடியாது. The problem is that கச்சேரியில ஒரு fellow want to sing all 6 stanzas in the same day. இல்ல பப்ளிக் என்ன ஆறுது? Even Krishna can't help you at that time. Okay, so the mari you must have dispassion. Dispassion means distraction lama, and the fourth and the very important qualification is called discipline. Okay, discipline na they say sadhana chatushtaya. What is this discipline? Discipline la we have to go to a book called Tattva Bodha. I'm not going into that book now. At some point we'll read. It talks about 6 important features of discipline. One discipline is called shama, not iksha, ordinary sha. Shama. Shama means mastery over the ways of thinking. Mastery. Because what happens is, our thinking, very often they will say, dhyanam pannunga அப்படின்றாங்க. A lot of people say, you do dhyanam. But have you ever tried to do dhyanam? Dhyaname vana. You start driving. Let's bus service now. We used to go those days. From the Mandavali bus stand, we used to take a bus service to Paris Corner, to my office. போகும்போது இப்படி போயிட்டே இருக்கும், 8th ஆப்ல அசோக் லேண்ட் பஸ் வில் கம். அதை பார்த்தோன்னே ஆஹா அசோக் லேண்ட் ஃபேக்டரி எங்கேயோ இருக்கு. From Ashok Leyland, mind will go to Ashok Kumar, cinema actor. Okay. Apra cinema actor land, I will go to another cinema. Shammi Kapoor, in all his movies, he will have Ashok da per vichirpare. Apra then I will go to King Ashoka. Per da Ashoka, Ana Shokumao Shokam. Apra then I will remember, ayyo the Ashoka number ta paisa vaina na 3 kudukaliya. This is how the mind will run. Therefore, Shama is an exercise you should do to bring your mind under control. All your problems are only between these 2 years. Where ungime problem illa. The world does not create a problem. Okay? The problem happens between these 2 years. You have to discipline your thinking. Mind is dragged away. Therefore comes Dhamma. Your sense organs have to be regulated. Your sense organs have to be monitored. How is the sense organ got to be monitored? You see, it's something like all the sense organs are placed outside. The nose doesn't take permission to smell the masala vada being played. Suppose, the nose asked, masala vada pandrale, smell padlama. Prachana illa, ipa pokudadu, appadina kekkum. Even before you have gone, anga podu mind. See, one day what happened, we were doing somebody's house. We were doing a small satsanga. பக்கத்து வீட்டில் பெருசா போட்டாங்க. அந்த கிளாஸ் வாஸ் ஆல் டூயிங் ஆல் திஸ் அது போட்டு அப்படி போட்டு 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 பாட்டு பாடுறதே தானே அப்படி போட்டு 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 போயிடுது உடம்பு எல்லாரும் அப்படி போடு ஆடுறது. This is what happens. The organs don't consult you, they go out. So therefore there is a certain yogic practice. One yogic practice is called dhyanam. You do dhyanam, then you do upasana, then you do upavasam. Ella irundhu bring your Shama, mind and sense organs. You are the master, it's not the other way around. அது 2 work ஆனதா வேதாந்தா work ஆகும். Otherwise it will come all over the place. You will feel even more sad. Vedanta எனக்கு see, so far you had a problem. Vedanta problem இல்லை. Now your problem will start. வேதாந்தாவும் நமக்கு work ஆக மாட்டேங்கிறது. So இந்த ஜென்மத்துல கார்பண்ய தோஷம் வந்துரும். All these problems will start. பேசாம I was doing some எங்கேயோ பண்ணிருந்தாங்க. இதெல்லாம் ஆட் ஆயிடும். Additional problems. கார்பண்ய தோஷம் வந்துரும். அப்ப அர்ஜுனா லக்கி ஃபெலோ, கிருஷ்ணா கிடைச்சான், எனக்கு யாருமே கிடைக்கல, எனக்கு மோகன் கிருஷ்ணன் தான் கிடைச்சாமா வரும். So Shama, Dhamma. Then comes what is called Uparama. Okay, Uparama is certain acceptance of the station in life. For example, you don't say, I wish I had got this when I was 24. I wish I had got it when I did not, before I got married. This is called, these are the problem thinking. So Uparama means accepting your station in life. Then comes Titiksha, putting up with the pinpricks in life. Lot of pinprick. Vedanta padikkanumnale pinprick vandurum. Power cut vandurum. See, last 2-3 weeks ago we came here, they said lift is not working. All the students are ready, teacher is not ready. So titiksha, I'll have to either wait or at some point I have to say 1 year long, 1 year long. Something has to be done. Titiksha. So then comes Shraddha. Shraddha is a very important ingredient because beginning when the teaching takes place, we will not understand anything at all. Teacher சொல்லிட்டு போடுவார் அஹம் பிரம்மாஸ்மின்னு சொல்லிட்டு போடுவார் என்னப்பா பிரம்மாஸ்மி என்னமோ சொல்றாரு புரியல அப்படின்னு. Don't give up. Shraddha is Guru Vakyeshu Vedanta Vakyeshu Vishwasaha. You have faith in what the teacher is going to tell you. When the teacher will come and tell you, I see you have no problems. I see you as a person with no shoka. You will say, oh yes, maybe the Guru is seeing something I don't have. This is a practical experience which I want to share with you. I was sitting with Swami Dayananda Saraswati in Kolkata. And casually பேசிட்டே இருந்தோம். And he said, I will go rest for a while. You wait. So I was waiting outside his room. He came out. And then I was having tea. Swamiji is happy. Till he will make a break and he'll give you a piece. And he'll ask you to make tea. They will say, don't put sugar. So he'll say, so sugar lamp, I'm giving it to Swamiji. Then saying, okay, what are you doing these days? No, Swamiji, I'm working. Then he asked me, suddenly asked me, what is your problem? And Swamiji, I have a childhood polio. And I have a problem with my walking. Yeah. Then we sip and yeah, the body is affected. That's all he said. I had a feeling he had given me a punch between my eyebrows. Yeah, body is affected, yes. That means you are free. The body is affected. You are different from the body. I didn't understand. I know there was something very strong being given. Slowly it started assimilating. So next time when I met him, I went and met him in Rishikesh. How are you? Fine, Swamiji. So the Guru has a way of teaching you. The beauty of a Guru's teaching is he will teach the whole assembly, but you will have a feeling he's teaching you. He is addressing your problem. Because it's a universal problem, every human being's problem. That's address Panwar Guru. So Shraddha. Then the last value is called Samadhanam. Samadhanam means concentration. You should be able to concentrate. Not only must you concentrate, you should do reflection. And the teaching methodology is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. Shravana is you have to hear. Okay. So those days, I used to carry a notebook, pen. Swami, then one day he told me, the notebook aside, yes, Swami, look at me when I'm teaching you. He told me that, Yeah, book side, look at me when I'm teaching you. Don't take your eyes off me. Therefore, then he says, go back to your room and write the notes. That will check whether your mananam is okay. Amazing. We are technologically so blessed today. We have a tape recorder, recording. We are able to do online. I learned at the time tape recorder. We didn't have the facility to buy all this. So the Guru teaches you, and for that I need a great amount of concentration. Savana. Then mananam is reflection. Okay, you reflect. Mananam stage is a doubt removal. You said like this. This is how I understood. I have this doubt. How do I relate to it? Arjuna throughout he will say, you tell me this, how is it going to work? So that is Mananam stage. Then comes the third stage. It is called Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam is you are living that. You have to live. Whatever you have learned, you have to live. Appada Vedanta Varkam. See, we are talking about Shama. You are talking about mastering the mind. Mastering, see, a lot of people, I heard, there was a nice monk spoke. It was very nice talk, listening to his talk. He says, somebody says, I do 30 minutes meditation every morning. It's okay. And why do you do meditation? I want to live a peaceful life. How is the rest of your day? or very active, busy, abusive, but then what is the point in doing meditation? You as well abuse the first 30 minutes. See, if you are doing something and your life is here, you're going to be a vakra. This is called a vakra. You're not an arya. You're not an aligned person. If you are peace, peace. Everything about your life should be peaceful. So, it's not going to work. Vedanta won't work for you. Therefore, this 4 Ds we have to remember. And for remembering these 4 Ds, there's a lot of yogic exercise. And unless you are fit for it, the teacher will not teach you. But the teacher assumes that having asked the question, you are fit. The teacher will start teaching. Today being Gita Jayanti, I will introduce the verse today. Because no point in telling you that I will give you next week. Verse number 11. Your Shankara Bhashyam starts only with this verse. Shankara Bhashya. Shankara has not deemed it fit to write commentary on word before. That's how he says. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Asocyanan Vasochastvam Asocyanan Vasochastvam Pragyavadanscha Bhashase Pragyavadanscha Bhashase Gatasuna Gatasunscha Gatasuna Gatasunscha Nanushocanti Pandita Nanushocanti Pandita. Whole verse. Asocyanan Vasochastvam Pragyavadanscha Bhashase Gatasuna Gatasunscha Nanushocanti Pandita. So he says, Na Anusochanti. Who? Pandita. The wise people do not grieve. Why should he say this to Arjuna? He says, because you are talking like a wise fellow. He says, you are grieving over things. Asocyan anvachochastvam. You are grieving over things which do not deserve grief. Yet you talk like a wise man. Pragyavadanscha bhashase. You are not applying it to yourself. You are talking like a wise man, but you are grieving over things which does not deserve grief. Therefore, na anusochanti panditaha. Over what? Gatasu, agatasu. There are only 2 categories of people in this world. Some are dead and gone, others are going. There is no third category. There are only 2 categories. On the day you are born, there is one thing certain, that someday you will die. We have a known birthday, thank God, unknown death day. Thank God. So he says, no, Gatasu, Agatasu. There are only 2 categories. You are saying that Bhishma is going to die, Drona, as though you are the one who gave birth to them. Anyway, they will die, man. So there is a thought process. So, idilenda branch thought. How far is death from you? Have you ever thought? Sorry, don't get worried, okay? Think pannu. Unless you think on these lines, Bhagavad Gita won't work for you. Okay? Imagine he is just a shoulder length from your left shoulder. All he has to tell you, oi, gun, over. He has to say, Bombay Bashla, oi, Bidu, over. Bengal language, Dada, Kevin Achen, gun. Okay, Madras, Machi, over. Talayarna, Kalarna. Whatever you are. Hi, buddy, you are gone. He is just on your left shoulder. This should be your enough motivation for you to discipline. Because you have to know something. If you don't know it, your life is waste. Karpanya dosha. So, Vedanta Jnanam should become highest priority. You should be desirous, mumukshu. There are 3 types of mumukshus. One is called the Manda Mumukshu. Manda Mumukshu, no, Friday morning, they will come and say, Nigenna prasadam. Okay, so Manda Mumukshu. But they're okay, he's a Mumukshu anyway. Maybe, by the time I finish, I become an old man, he will discover. Then he's a slightly next level Mumukshu, second level Mumukshu. That fellow is very eager, and ultimately, we should work towards becoming Tivra Mumukshu. It doesn't mean that you stop any other activity. continue all your artha kama activity thoroughly, because it's very important to earn money. Because very often people will say, I want a lot of things, man. I want arogyata. I tell people, I want health. Okay, what is the health? I want good physical health. I want psychological health. I want financial health. And finally, I want spiritual health. Any one is missing, the other three are useless. You have a lot of physical health, then you are a fit beggar. You have a lot of money, you don't have other three. Nothing is going to work. Lot of spiritual health, but I am a poor man. You can't go to the teacher's house. So all four are necessary. Therefore, artha kama pursuit is absolutely necessary. We should be able to afford buy books and all these mobile phones. They're not digital. When Swamiji was there, all this was not there. So we need all facilities. I need facility. I need to sit on a chair and teach. So all this is very important. I have to do all my artha kama activity. Artha kama dharma is one side, moksha is this side. I have to say, moksha is my priority. My dharma, artha, kama will subserve moksha. What has happened now for me, this is called Papa Jantu. Artha, kama is more important. If possible, dharma. If no other constraint is there, moksha. Convenient, it's evening in the Rotary Club. 20 minutes. Sir, you can talk on Vedanta 20 minutes. Other even Krishna couldn't finish it in 20 minutes. Man. What will I speak? There are so many people willing to speak about the Gita, but there are very few people who can speak the Gita. So I have to make moksha my priority, dharma, artha, kama subserve. If I make artha, kama top, dharma subserve, moksha even below, I will not say it will not work, because it will work sometime. In the janmatla, octopus, jellyfish, jellyfish good. Jellyfish to do patala. A jellyfish. The sea horse. You don't know whether it's a man or a woman. Claibia. Claibia. They say, the seahorse, when the time comes to multiply, the man will become a woman. Great ability. But you have to give it to the human being. Marriage, okay. Ador yoni ade. Ador yoni, unique yoni. The octopus or yoni. You should study octopus. Octopus yoni. When the octopus is hungry, it will inch closer to a male octopus. Then the male octopus will reach out. Yeah, except human. Okay. This is the man, the octopus, this man octopus, and the woman octopus, when the pheromones move, the male octopus gets attracted. So the female octopus will open one part of its system, and the male, out. And the slowly will suck out the male octopus. And in the process, it also becomes pregnant, like the black widow spider. Now, I saw a movie in which, one of the characters is a black widow spider. So they will be having a conference, I just ate my third husband today. And it eats. Jantu. So if you are going to miss out on Vedanta, you better be an octopus. At least you can be a royal. People will see you in a museum or things like that. A cinema, James Bond cinema. So therefore, the teacher knows. And you have these four, and those Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasanam. And study should be on a daily basis. It is not a weekly study. It should be daily reflection. Daily reflection. Only you will have questions to ask. And when the questions are there, don't ever hesitate. Immediately, you can call my number or message me. You can immediately say, then I'll answer it to you that weekend, or maybe if they're strong enough, I'll tell you immediately. So the reflection, it will start. It has to percolate into your system. Okay, ma'am? So Ashochan, therefore, shoka, grief. There are two types of griefs. One grief is called a legitimate grief. Okay, what is the legitimate grief? You lost a dear one. You lost money. Your house got burnt. Okay, these are legitimate griefs. There is another thing called illegitimate grief. The teacher says, legitimate grief I can understand. Illegitimate grief I cannot understand at all. And he says even the legitimate grief, there are three ways of looking at it. One is the practical point of view. A pragmatic fellow. So somebody has died, you are crying. The pragmatic fellow will say, then why are you wasting time? And even typically in a house when somebody passes, காப்பி போடுவாங்க, அழுதுட்டே எல்லாரும் காப்பி எல்லாம் போட, அப்புறம் அடுத்தாப்புல என்ன சார் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு அழுதுட்டே சொல்லுவாங்க. அழுதுட்டே வாத்தியாரை கூப்பிடு அப்படிம்பாங்க. Last day, including the vadyar, everybody will cry. Vadyar has not got sufficient dakshina. So what happens is that cry because of death or something, nothing has happened. So Swamiji used to tell a beautiful story. This is a fellow says, your ship is lost at sea. The fellow says, what? It doesn't mean that he has not heard it properly. He is not willing to accept the reality. When you don't accept reality, there is shoka. What? Next question, why me? So if the what is followed by, so what? What? So what? You have faced the reality. So practically reality face parla. Acha, bhakti angle la paatha nare solluvan, avan kudutha avane eduthutan. What is the big problem? Philosophy angle la they say, you are Atma, there is no death. Why are you worried? So whichever angle you look at, shoka is an illegitimate. All shoka is an illegitimate emotion. Illegitimate, he says shoka itself is illegitimate. Ashochan, anvasochastvam. That which does not deserve grief, you are grieving over that. And you are talking like a wise man. Ashochan. Therefore, grief is illegitimate. Agatasu. Gatasu. Anusochanti pandita. We'll see the details. We'll have. We'll go for about it'll run for some time. Okay, but I want you to, it should work. So I want all of us, all the people who are watching, and I want you to try, I want you to do this yoga in the morning. First thing in the morning, you have to try doing this. Because you have to make Vedanta and Moksha your priority. To make Moksha your priority, so don't worry at all. Be mentally pure. If you want to have a bath, have a virtual bath. You have to do this action. Look skyward and open your hands out like this. Okay, call out, Ishvara, I am helpless. Give me moksha. I am helpless. Give me Shreya. Give me Shreyas. Shreya ni arya pinnadi ella alayana no. Give me Shreyas. Give me Shreyas. You have to open your hand out like this and call out. It is a sign of helplessness. You have to call out. Because what we need to be free from this shoka is emotional independence. As long as I'm going to be emotionally dependent on a thing, on a person, on an event, on a position, on a possession, I am going to be permanently sad. Because all the things, all the artha kama are finite, I am actually looking for the infinite. The finite cannot give me infinite. Okay? You cannot get the infinite, because if infinite was something to be achieved, then you achieve. That means it was finite before. So infinite is not something that you achieve. Infinite is something you already have. You just have to recognize. Otherwise, it cannot be infinite. You say something is infinite, and I have to go reach you. It's like saying, after 7 days, Bhagavan discovered that it was all dark. There is one philosophy which says, after 7 days, Bhagavan discovered that it was all dark. Sun Sunday. So Bhagavan needs somebody. I know better it is sunlight and daylight. Africa. It should not fit into this ridiculous thing. Finite. If the something is finite, and if you make it infinite, it will also become finite. So the infinite is something you already have. It's a matter of discovery. So in the discovery, you need paradigm shift. That's why you say, give me moksha. Moksha is not something that you are given. You have to discover that you already are free. Moksha is not an event which is going to happen in time. Moksha is a reality which you have to recognize here and now. You have to discover that you are a free person. It's a discovery. That's why it's called moksham. It is not realization, it's knowledge. You have to see the simple thing. I am putting, what do you call, a piece of charcoal and a piece of diamond in front of you. Okay? Somebody will say, oh, I know diamond is valuable. And yeah, charcoal. But a physicist will tell you both of them have their being in carbon. So it is special knowledge. It is something like that. I am seeing a lot of differences. The bodies are different, but there is something common. There is one common platform from which all of us are coming. For example, another beautiful example, you go to a jewelry shop. Okay? What you buy is gold. What you pay for is gold. What you weigh is gold. But you actually relate to the forms. So imagine in a shop there was a small ring. The ring had a problem, that I am a small ring. I am not a big ring. I am not even a bracelet. And they bought it for me when the child was 3 months old. After that, they have discarded me in some corner. So the ring is feeling a problem. Constantly feeling small, feeling. Then one day the ring called out, hey Prabhu, help me. Another small ring on another ring. The ring said, well, you are not ring, man. You are actually gold. So you don't have to do anything to become gold. You just have to realize that your being is in gold. Adhe mari, we have to realize that we have to just own up the fact that I am not all these forms. I am not all the roles. We'll go into it coming weeks. I am not all these roles. I am not all these forms. I am the content. I am the role player. Okay, there's a cinema actor who plays so many roles. Roles are roles. He is different from the role. So I go to a leading film star and tell him, will you play the role of a leper in the next movie? Oh yeah, wonderfully well. Why not? Whereas if I ask him, would you like to become a leper? He said, no. Do you want COVID? Vana? But would you like to act as a COVID fellow? Yes, why not? Because he knows COVID will not touch him. COVID only touches the role. உடனே கஷ்டப்படுவாரு லங் மெஷின்ல போட்டு ஒரு பெரிய மெஷின் வாங்கினாங்களே ஒரு 5 வருஷம் முன்னாடி அதை யூஸே பண்ணல அதுக்கெல்லாம் போட்டு மெஷின் பண்ணி he is willing to act as though he's been affected by COVID and dies, but he will very happily do because he knows he is not affected. So the role player is different from the role. These are the type of drishtantas they will give. So first one, we have to have this surrender. Next step, in the database, okay, this disk, a lot of muck here. Wanda the muck. There are so many people who don't deserve to be there who have occupied those places. They have started from your last 3-4 janmas, let occupy panni. In the teacher, the teacher, then you would have wanted to, suppose I gave you the power that you go back in time and catch hold of somebody and ask him some questions. You will say, I have to ask some questions to that fellow. I've got so many accounts to settle. With these accounts to settle, what I've done, I have occupied valuable disk space, all gone. So when Vedanta comes, it says, 1.5 GB, 1.51 occupied. No further files can go inside. It's occupied by what? The muck. So every morning you have to do one more activity. After doing helpless, you have to say, may I get the eligibility? The eligibility in the action. Okay, put this hand up and say, free my mind of all the muck. Free my mind of all the muck. May my karmic balance sheet be 0. I don't want to carry anything to the next janma except desire for Vedantic knowledge. But suppose, we are doing Vedantic study today. Suppose something happens to me. What will happen? This software will go into a body fit for Vedanta knowledge. The muck will go there. Along with all the muck, one more desire will be there. Octopus with Vedanta desire. Somebody has seafood சாப்பிடணும், ஒரு ஜாப்பனீஸ் சாப்பிடணும், அப்புறம் இந்தியன்ல யாரையா கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கணும், அப்புறம் தான் ஒர்க் ஆகும். எதுக்கு வம்பு? So you have to do this action. There are a lot of people living here. Muck. Every morning, bring all those people and you tell them, I forgive you for what I did to you. I didn't do anything. No, you did in the previous Janma. Adha in the Janmatla vandirukkan. He has come in this Janma to take money from you. After சும்மா உட்கார்ந்தேன், ஒரு ஆள் வந்தான், சார் எங்கிட்ட 3.5 lakhs கொடுங்க சார், நான் இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணி every month I will give you, I will double the invest in the 3 மாசம் பைசா கொடுத்தா ஆளையே காணாம. இப்போ காலையில எதிர்ந்தா அவன் மூஞ்சிதான் கோவமா வரும். அவன் மேல I feel I am a banker, how did I do it without KYC? நான் சொன்னேன் ஒரு போலீஸ்காரன்ட்ட, sorry, you are a bank. I said, see, I don't want any judgment. நீ ஆள விடியா போய். As it is, I am feeling miserable. He is driving me the point that you are even more silly. நீங்க பண்ணிட்டீங்களா சார் அப்படிமா? வேஸ்ட் இதெல்லாம். So I have to. This morning I started. His name is Sridhar. I told him, Sridhar, I forgive you for what you forgive me for what I did to you. Because when I phone I don't use such a language. I was appalled by my own language. So, I said, forgive me for what I did to you. Not in this Janma, in the previous Janma. Maybe I took money from him. That's why he came to take. Then I told him, okay, you forgive. I forgive you for what you did to me. Our karmic balance is 0-0. Therefore, please vacate this place. Rent kudukama ukkandirukkan. Paisavin thiruppi kudukala, rentum kudukala. He's occupied my head. I told him, please. There are a lot of such characters. One character I met in this year, early this year. That character is occupying not just pakathu neighbor flats ellaam pudichu ukkandirukanga. Whenever a flat fall vacant, that person takes over. So I told the person today, please leave. Our karmic balance is 0. அப்படி வேணும்னா வேதாந்தா கிளாஸ்க்கு வேணாவா, வரமாட்டாங்க, கண்டிப்பா வரணும். So I told them, please vacate. So you have to do, rid your mind of all this muck. Tell yourself, every morning you tell, okay, I forgive you. You forgive me. From the past Janma ஆரம்பிச்சு till today, let our karmic balance be 0. I bless you. Okay, I bless you. Somebody has taken money from me. He has not returned. What will you tell him? Okay, he should be bankrupt. He should. Apdi eppadi varum paisa? Bless him. He should become a karodpati. Then he will come and return your money to you. You should be practical. Somebody has taken money. You say you will lose money. He will not definitely give you. May he get 1 crore rupees. Call him and tell him, nariya paisa varum pa. Then he will come in search of you and give you the money. So we have to, and then we have to put your hand out to the world and say, I bless all of you with peace and abundance. When you send out vibrations of peace and abundance, they will bounce back peace and abundance. Okay, if somebody abuses you, somebody throws a black ball at you, yeah, how will you stop the black ball? You cannot stop, but you can hold the black ball and ensure that you don't return the black ball. Okay, I went back. There was a time when I was a very young fellow. I used to speak very well. So once somebody asked me, I was writing cricket score in a place. So in the cricket level, we write, how many balls were bowled, no ball, we have to write. So that fellow was about 3-4 years senior to me, and I asked him, what are you doing? He said, I'm doing casting. So we counted. So another 9 runs per over. I put 7. So he said, and I was doing BCom. So he was telling me, nah, BCom, 7 plus 2, 9. You don't remember 7 plus 2 is 9? See, dripping with arrogance, 17, 18. I said, you casting, 7 plus 2. The fellow was older to me by 3-4 years. We should have looked at his face, Serpal anja mari irundha munji apdiye fell. Our wedding reception la ena paakumbodala avaru nya varudhu ivan nane na appdi sonna. And the poor fellow died about few years ago. On the day of his death, then they told me, Aira poitan theriyuma. This is what I remembered. ஐயோ அவனுக்கு தானே 7+2 நீ எல்லாம் காஸ்டிங் படிக்கிறதுனால தான் எனக்கு இப்படி ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு சொன்னேன்ல. I never forgive myself for 2-3 days. நேத்திக்கு பண்ண எல்லாத்தையும் leave my no karmic account. Similarly, Reserve Bankல உட்கார்ந்திருக்கும் போது some fellow came to me. An elderly man, about 70 years, and mine was a very busy seat. நான் permit sign பண்ணா தான் இந்தியா விட்டு வெளியில போலாம் நீங்க. And that fellow came to me. Where is Mr. Deepak Dotto? திடீர்னு I'm busy with 100 people in front of me. Where is Deepak Dotto? I said, who is Deepak Dotto? He said, I don't know. He said, come to Reserve Bank, this counter, I will be waiting there. So I told him, see, in our Howrah station, there is one big clock. Many people wait under the clock. Do you think this is a clock like that? Bengali. আপনি কি এটা বড় ঘন্টা মনে করেছেন নাকি? এটা হাওড়া স্টেশনের বড় ঘন্টা নাকি? I asked him. So now officer so whatever I do, everybody finds it hilarious. My staff will laugh, the customers laugh, everybody laughed. And I was hardly 30 years old, and this 70-year fellow's face fell. Even today, I can't forget that face. But luckily, I had the Viveka to tell him, Koma korun, bhul hoyeche. But daily morning, I say, Dr. Ganguly, Koma korun, bhul hoyeche. Koma korun, bhul hoyeche. I pray, every day I pray for him. Somebody did something to me. So this muck has to be cleared. Every morning, please clear this muck. We have all done wrong to somebody. Okay, somebody has done wrong to me. Usually, when the dead parents are I wish, I was not so unkind to my mother. I feel sometimes, my mother last 6 months romba kashtapattanga. So I sometimes feel, I wish I had been kinder to her. You can't do anything about the past. You only have to say, because of the past only, I have come to you, O Ishvara, I am seeking your help. And if you do that, if tears come, please cry. Muck clearing. All the muck clear. Every day some muck clears, more space will be created here. And when I come and tell you, Tattvamasi, you are that whole Purna Purusha, it will work for you. It will work for you. So that's how we will start. Okay, so every morning, please, that every day, in due course, I will teach you how to do a little bit of dhyanam every day, how to bring Ishvara into your life, how to bring Krishna into your life. Krishna is Gita Acharya. We have to bring Krishna into our life. Krishna is Ananda Swarupam. Okay, I'd sent a message to Sukanya. I said, that fellow smiles all the time. Why do you like Krishna? He smiles. There is a sparkle, naughty sparkle in his eyes. The fellow knows music. The fellow knows archery. He's a swordsman. He's a wrestler. Above all, he's a Gita teacher. And he can dance. All this is beautiful about Krishna. I said, why shouldn't I love Krishna? Why should Krishna not be my role model? Why should Krishna not be my role model? In the Mari, we'll go into it. We'll have to 2021. Okay? Let's take an oath. I will make Gita work for me. We will make Gita work for us. The world needs. If 10 of us meditate properly on the Gita, you will qualitatively see violence and crime and all these things coming down first in our families. Your families will be happier. Your family will find it easier to relate to you. Your family will say, they will say, we can see qualitative difference. And thank God there is a teacher in our lives. My teacher is there, Swami Dayananda Saraswati, and his teaching alone I'm going to bring to you. I'm just an instrument. I don't rehearse at all. It's he who speaks. And good thing is we have satsanga, we have people. I'm so blessed, Vasudha and Prakash arranging all this and putting it on. We are blessed to have such people. How much punyam they have brought. And last year lunch she's been telling Gita Panno. How much punyam we have done, how much satsangam. She says, Friday I will drive you. Nathik fan or a radiated belt will tell her, but she got all right today. Ishvara came and made it all right to drive. Okay, my wife at home is so supportive. She says, Vedanta younger, but COVID. So the wife is supportive. She was a newly married lady, and I used to go away to the class. She will not say anything. She will come and she told me the other day, I had the privilege of serving food to Swamiji. She served Swami Dayanandji. I mean, even now when the sadhus come, they will ask Jayanti. They will say, the sambar, like capsicum, Swamiji. He loves all that. So let us let us count our blessings in as much as where our blessing important blessing. Do you have the vivekam? Do you have the vairagyam? Do we continue study? Okay, ma? So this is it. And on the Gita Jayanti day, I invoke the blessings of Sri Krishna, Gita Acharya on all of you. May Vedanta Jnanam become very, very steady. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahisha ko brahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu kale varshatu parjanyah prithvi sasya shalinim desho yam kshobarahitah brahmana santu nirbhaya sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya om purnamada purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva vasishyate om shanti shanti shanti. Gurubhyo namah, Sadgurubhyo namah. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai, Swami Dayananda Maharaj ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Bajrang Bali ki jai. Jai Ho, Jai Ho. Yeah, Om. We can start singing bhajans and all from next week. Or short bhajan. Yeah, we can switch off. Yeah, if there are any questions, quickly, I can take. Asochan Singh ka konja time aho. You can ask questions.
I posted a question in the chat.
Yeah, what was it, Padma? Read it out.
I just said that the lesser we interact with others, be it humans or animals, the more we remain in isolation, will it mean that we accumulate less and less karma? Because
that's
due to
yeah.
the emotional turmoils and all come because of our interactions only.
It's a lovely question. She says, the more we interact with people, we seem to accumulate more karma. Should we interact less? If you don't, should we interact less? Does it mean we will accrue less karma? See what happens? Karma happens at the thought level, word level, deed level. You may not interact with the mouth, but idu work point irukulla. On top of that, you will tell me because of Mohanji only I am not speaking to all these people. I will also become victim of your mental karma. So what I would say, when you are speaking, think that Atma is, there are two levels of speech. Ahankara speech, Atma speech. Ahankara speech will produce heat. Atma speech will produce cool. So before speaking, take a thought. May I say something which I will not regret? Oh Guru, come and sit on my tongue. Kaka, Navi Kaka, Murugan Kaka, Velan Solran, Marika. Let me discipline my speech. Pray. But cutting down on speech does not help. And definitely talking to animals is better than talking to human beings. Especially
in the yogis, Himalaya, interact moksham nischima.
Okay, actually speaking, I'm not able to talk on behalf of them because many of them may be involved in various types of sadhana. We don't know whether they have knowledge.
Okay.
In fact, I have met some people in the Rishikesh and places like that. When you talk to them, you are sure they don't seem to have Vedanta Jnanam. But they have made certain discipline into their life and they have cut out role playing to a small extent. Maybe, it will work out later. Moksha, I cannot say with certainty whether they are Mukta Purusha or not Mukta Purusha.
Okay.
But he is a very disciplined Acharya. Apron Delhi Kuluru Tangama Chillamla Adipawa. Nalla Kuluru, there are -2 degrees. Oh, Chillam Baro Yar, then you will say Moksha Purushane Kudikana Na Gurcha and Nanvaro. So therefore, we have to go to an Acharya whose Acharanam is aligned to our lifestyle. Acharanam. Okay. He should speak and live that discipline. So it's better to go to a fellow who we understand or are able to relate to easily.
Okay.
In the cover panna. Oh, bless you all.
Thank you.
Wish you all a very happy new year, April. But let's say 2021, let's start with a free karmic balance sheet. Zero balance. No karma balance. Start. Okay. Oh. Yeah, good.